Physically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? NAS.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Guts, ready? Hey, check that, street.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that are
touchdown, Vikings! John Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point splits the opponents. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now is able to send this one away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last this timeout looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! Luke Schoonmaker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Love now. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelce. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Pushing his way through. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 10-yard loss.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now McCarthy. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing is McCarthy. Going up top. This is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Down, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
At their 49-yard
Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Bengals, 1st down.
Ready.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just have against them.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. 52 blue.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
2 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Yellow. Ready.
Throwing. Love. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to...
And he's going to be dropped at the 15-yard line. Christian Harris there fighting his way home to record the sack.
And it's fourth down.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they give to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen.
Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I do everything possible to keep it away.
It's just a when he gets a full bit of steam, and he got a full bit of steam there. So let's try this again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go now. Clock 40. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-17.
Bengals 17. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To the air with McCarthy. Looking deep here from Mooney. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Now McCarthy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Bengals first down.
Wait. Ready?
Now Love. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They need 2. Here's third down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A give, right side for Gibbs. To about the 40-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Down. 10-1. Shot. 17.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Love. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there at 4th and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
First down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. They'll find Taylor, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be taken down by Bengal pressure. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
First down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situation.
He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And tough going there, so he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jahmyr Gibbs, 56 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Vikings 28.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like poetry.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's another.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
First and 10.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
Love. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
38. Set.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Love. Finding Kelsey. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Third down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Blue. 50, green. Set.
Here's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, Might be a little bit too much time left. And enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. They'll come up now. This is second and long. St. Brown on the catch. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
back to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it will appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come from behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is first and 10.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
It's a gain of 45 yards. First down, Bengals.
Blue, here we go. Black, red, cycle. Watch out now.
One last shot now for Love. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.